I found out that our volunteering experiences can also be translated into professional experiences that can help you land a job. The impact scale here. If you're an undergraduate or a core member, you need to listen to this. How to position yourself for paid roles and opportunities using your volunteering experience. How to spell it out in your CV and how to position yourself even while volunteering. I remember right back then when we were in school and you see job vacancies saying they need 2 years or 3 years experience for an entry level role. And people would always say, how do we want to get this number? Like, it's not possible to get a 2 3 years experience when you're just coming out from school, but that's a very big lie. So let's look at some quick steps on how to position yourself for paid roles with your volunteering experience. The first thing you must understand is that you have to start treating volunteering more than a service, but more as a career investment. Like if you have watched the previous video where I spoke about the difference between serial volunteering and strategic volunteering, you'd understand this better. You have to your volunteering must have a purpose, it must have a goal, and do not forget that the major thing is to make impact. However, you should also include your personal and professional goals when choosing where and how you want to volunteer. You are choosing the volunteering opportunity that aligns with your professional growth and development. You are choosing transferable skills like project management, communications, leadership, data analysis and reporting, because these skills, even while you use it when volunteering, they will be needed in whatever work role or space that you would be stepping into. You can also look at and be strategic about the industry that you are also volunteering in. This helps you shadow the job that you are that you probably take on in the future in an employed role. Let's say, for example, you are interested in working in a comms role. Then, while volunteering, you can choose to volunteer with a non-profit organization, either as a social media manager or help handle PR for outreaches, manage social media handles, write press releases, manage emailing newsletters, handle their digital marketing. I think my favorite part about volunteering is how much it helped me learn and make mistakes early. So because I wasn't getting paid, it was easy to make mistakes, even though they were not intentional. But it was easy to make mistakes and to get the encouragement that I needed to do better. So if I'm managing a social media handle and I wasn't getting the kind of results I was supposed to get, or I'm writing a newsletter or a report, I got corrections. I was able to redo it till it was better without so much of a consequence, unlike it would be, or unlike a page role where you have to be good at your job. So yes, you must understand that it is strategy and not just service. Service is key as well. Another thing you must understand is that you must treat volunteering like a job. So like I said before, even though you can make mistakes and you get corrected, lovingly, volunteering is still a very serious thing. You must treat it as a job. You must become your practice ground for how you would handle whatever task you'll be given, even in the real world. And that's the only way that your experience can make sense. You have to be reliable, you have to meet deadlines, you have to be trustworthy, and you have to do quality work. And is one thing that is very annoying with volunteers these days. They just take things with levity. They are shabby, they don't show up when they are supposed to, and they don't communicate. They just take it as, oh, it's volunteering, I'm giving my time and I'm giving my skills. And the truth about volunteering is you never know who is watching, you never know how important that work is or where that work will get to. And even for personal reasons, you won't learn how to build discipline if you continue like that. And so you have to treat volunteering like it's an actual job, because it's an actual job that benefits whatever target audience or beneficiaries are involved. You also have to build your reputation for reliability and trustworthiness. These are full proofs that you would need when you actually get a job. Also, you must show initiative, take the lead, be proactive when there's a problem, push in and try to solve it. All of these things are building your skills and your capacity, for the real workplace. Also track your progress and track your contributions in what you are doing. If you're working in a real space, you have metrics, you have KPIs, that you use to measure results. So treat your volunteering role just like that. For example, you are handling the social media page for a non-profit organization. Track your progress, how many people followed, how many posts, volunteer-led content strategy did you create, how many posts went up, how many people engaged. These are metrics that you would eventually convert and add to your own portfolio. So like I like to say, you're not doing anybody, you're doing yourself when you don't do the job well. Build a professional reputation, and it's kind of linked to the first point. Building a professional reputation firstly has to do with being trustworthy and being reliable. People know that they can come to you when they need something. People know that they can speak to you, they can reach you. People know that when they ask you to do something, you would always deliver. That's how you build a professional reputation. But beyond that, you also need to learn how to network. So you would interact with people from other organizations, even people within your organizations. There are people who already have paid roles and can offer you paid opportunities. You need to learn to network and build cordial relationships with these guys. Ask for recommendations. Yes, don't be afraid to open your mouth and ask and say, oh, I am open to paid roles, or I am open to this opportunity in this area. In fact, without saying so much, when people see what you have been able to do or what you are doing, they can easily just say and recommend you. But also don't assume, make sure that you ask. Also, build your LinkedIn page. Put up what you do. Use LinkedIn. Use it to your advantage. Every project you're on, every project you're leading, talk about it. Speak about your contribution. Speak about the result. Speak about your experience. Speak about the initiative that you are taking. Also, take up leadership roles. Volunteer to lead. Don't always stay at the back. When they say we need someone to do this, raise your hand and say I can do it. Take the lead. Ask questions. The more you take the lead, the more you have the opportunity to gain actual experience, because you are not just working, now you are leading a team. Now you have the compulsion to learn, and now you have the compulsion to deliver results. Document. I am a big crooner for documentation, and I think one thing documentation has helped me do, and even though I might not necessarily document every time online, I document personally. One thing it has helped me do is track my progress. It has helped me also see opportunities and areas for development, right? I Most of these things I'm sharing them from the point of introspection. I stumbled into volunteering, but I have learned that there can be a lot more structure to volunteering than the way I stumbled into it, and that's why I'm always excited to share. But I can only introspect and remember these insights from documentation, from seeing, oh, this is what I did and this is how I should have done it better in order to get this kind of result. I have seen people, and I know young people who are doing amazing in their space, and thankfully, because they are able to document, because they are able to speak up, they have gotten opportunities wider than what they would ever imagine. It really just comes from one person seeing your work, one person saying, oh, they want to work with you, one person saying, oh, you should put in for this fellowship, for this opportunity, oh, I think you're fit for this role. And that's it. A bigger and more critical part of documentation is your portfolio. Many volunteers do not do this. The content that you have created, the reports you wrote, the data you analyze, designs, the press release, everything that you have created is a testament of the work that you have done, is a relevant experience. So create a portfolio for it. Put it together. It can be on a Google Drive. It can be to create a website for yourself on Canva and add links of this to it. It can be on Google Drive. It can be on your social media page. Ensure that you create a portfolio. On your CV, don't list your volunteering experience as volunteering experience, except you already have a professional experience. If you are in entry level, your volunteering experience should show up on your CV as a professional experience. So if you volunteer as a social media manager or on the communications team, then on your professional experience in your CV, you should actually have it as a professional work experience. The only difference is that you are not paid. And when adding this experience to your CV, don't forget to add it in active terms. So I led a fundraising effort that generated 400,000 naira. So towards a rural outreach and make it active. I mean, on your CV, you don't have to say we, just personalize it. And that's why it's important to have actually contributed to the project in one way or the other, so that you don't come off as a liar, and so that when they ask you to defend this particular experience that you say you have, you'll be able to say something about it. So again, you're not doing anybody, you might just be doing yourself when you don't take your volunteering as you would a job. And the last but not the least thing is to keep growing your skills. Nobody can take that away from you. While you volunteer, you would learn new things, you'll be exposed to new opportunities, you'll be exposed to new people. And the best way to take advantage and leverage on this is to learn, take free courses, whether non-profit related or related to whatever skills you're trying to learn. If you're interested in project management, or if you're trying to if you're trying to learn transferable skills as you practice project management while volunteering, also take a course alongside. And there are free courses everywhere. If you're a communications person, as you practice social media management while volunteering, also take a side course. A Google Digital Marketing Skills certification course is literally free. Take a side course, and what that helps you do is, as you're learning, you get the opportunity to practice as a volunteer, right? So even though you are yet to get a job, you have an opportunity to still show your work and get a portfolio as a volunteer. And it's a win-win thing. You're learning, the organization also gets things done. And don't forget to share your learning journey and share how it translates. I learned about search engine optimization, and I was able to use it, with this organization, and this was the result that I got. And so that's about it. So don't let anyone lie to you that it's impossible to have a 2 to 3 year experience as an entry level, as an undergraduate, or as a core member, or that your CV has to be empty because you have not gotten an actual job. If you are volunteering, then you can definitely position yourself for paid roles, for paid opportunities, fully funded fellowships, and paid travel opportunities, and so much more. Again, don't forget, the core of everything is service. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.